Hello and welcome everybody to 1978. In 1978, Gary Player won the Masters. And this is one of the great Masters because he was down 7 strokes at the beginning of the final round and he charges back in the final round and wins by 1 stroke. He was 7 off the lead. It was really impressive. So 1978 Masters, amazing. Music was amazing too. It was the peak of the disco era, Bee Gees, Staying Alive, Saturday Night Fever. And a band called Van Halen comes out with an album called Van Halen, and Eddie Van Halen with his amazing tapping style of guitar changed guitar playing forever. Pretty impressive year. And Powerbilt came out with this, the Citation iron, which is beautiful and stunning, and it's a blade. And I put a wrap on it because the grip was fossilized. I'm going to pull this wrap off, and we're going to talk about some identifying features on the review table. To identify it, it's pretty easy. It says power, followed by a lightning bolt before the word built right here on this concave muscle back, which steps up to this thin top line. And then it kind of flanges out here at the sole. And the sole does say Citation on it, and that's how you know you're holding on to a Powerbilt Citation iron. Pretty narrow sole considering it flanged out here at the back. Toe profile right here, you can see how it kind of is shaped like that. It's interesting, the grooves. Notice a little bit of rust. It is a forged iron, and you get this embellishment on either side, just a runway of goodness, kind of repeated here in the knurling and design stamped on the hosel right here. We have a 2-ring ferrule up this stepped shaft, which is kind of an interesting pattern because there's 2 little steps here, then it kind of spaces out, and then they're close together again. Pretty interesting, the change in frequency there. I love this orange, which was very on brand for Powerbilt at the time. Powerbilt Dynasty label right here on the shaft. I put this sticker on with 1978 written on it just to remind me the year. The grip is an H&B branded Powerbilt rubber grip. So pretty interesting. Let's get this beauty on the range and see how it feels. Powerbilt Citation. This is a little 5-iron, a little butter knife. We're breading some butter. We're buttering some bread with this little butter knife here. Right now, I can tell you, this is kind of intimidating. A 5-iron, it feels pretty short for a 5-iron. Is it an inch short or half an inch short? It seems like it's missing some shaft, it feels like. But back in the day, in the 70s, clubs weren't as long as they are today. So we'll see how this performs. But oh my goodness, I mean, it looks amazing. So real quick, the Powerbilt Citation. So Powerbilt is a Louisville brand, famous for the Louisville Slugger, just this all-American, let's go baseball brand. They came out with clubs, they've been making clubs for a very, very long time. And the Citation woods, the persimmons, are just some of my favorite to look at and to hit. So I'm curious if I can match some Citation irons with those woods. We're going to find out now with a 5-iron. First, we're going to see if I can even hit a 5-iron. I don't think this is representative of the club necessarily, so much as my skill. So we will see. All right, we're going to try to prop this up. We're going to get a good lie. We're not. All right, here we go. Oh, that felt good. It was a little leaky, but when I connect with a long iron, I'm very happy. That might have been the tiniest bit high on the face, maybe a groove high, but hey, I propped it up in the grass, so it worked out okay. I didn't chunk a whole bunch of soil with that. I'm going to prop it up again, and I'm going to tee it off on this little clump of grass right here again. Wow, so yeah, this is playable. It's fun when you hit a long blade, like a 5 blade. For me, 5 is long. I know people hit 2 irons and 1 irons. I get it, but like for me, if I hit a 5-iron,
Well, then all of a sudden it's like a sigh of relief. I'm like, oh, it didn't sting my fingers or anything. I'm like, okay, I can do this. It's always good. There we go. That's my shape. I zapped that 200. It's not 200. It's 184 from where I stand, just so you guys have a reference. And it rolled out to about that 200. So I'm not getting incredible distance with this. There are pros that hit 5 irons well past 200. So humble little vintage golfer hitting vintage clubs, vintage distances. That was very thin. That gave me feedback that it was very thin. Through all my fingers, I felt it. Feedback, kids. It's called pain. All right, let's soldier on. Okay, I'm gonna put this one not propped up. I'm gonna put this down here. So I have this little divot I'm working. I'm gonna put it right back here at the back of the divot, like in the divot. I wanna see what I can do with this. I don't know why I'm a glutton for pain when I make these videos, but I just wanna, see what happens. I think I hit that one a little chunky. Ooh, it got pretty good carry though. Might have been 10 yards short of the well-struck ones. So, Citation. I could game these. Actually, I want to feel the whole set. And I want to pair it with my Citation woods, which I love so much. I'm really actually excited about this. So, I'm coming out of this with excitement about the Powerbilt Citation irons here. They're not the dream all, they're not the most beautiful things ever. They look really good. I mean, the curve right here, it doesn't look so formal, like boring, like rigid, sharp, angular lines, like a villain in a Disney cartoon. It's just, it looks pleasant, it looks happy. And at the making of this, I'm filming this in 2026, 250th anniversary of the United States of America. So let me know your thoughts. Citation, Powerbilt, in the comments below.
So this iron in particular feels exactly like a bladed iron. It has a good sound to it, has a good feel to it. You hit it sweet, it goes the right distance, and it feels amazing. You hit it poorly, meaning I hit it poorly, it's going to tell you. It's going to smack your fingers, give you a little tap, and say, hey, you mishit me. And it's, ouch. So this is as good as any other blade I've hit. Now, we need to talk a little bit about this era, because when I think of the most beautiful irons on the planet, I think of, in this era, late 70s, early 80s, I think of Wilson. I think of Hogan. They made some just absolutely stunning irons. This is pretty good. This looks good. It catches my eye. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty good. I don't know about the Powerbilt logo being so big and right there, but it looks good, okay? And to my eye. And I think about the whole persimmon set. So this is a 1980 Citation driver right here, and characterized by this brass weight in the back, which just, I think, looks absolutely stunning in the sunlight when you're out on the course. Just absolutely beautiful. I love these woods. They match pretty well. And I look at this iron and yes, this is something I want to play. So I'm excited to build a set of these. Another important idea in my mind, and what this channel is about, it's about the X factor, the emotion, the excitement of these golf clubs and the memories behind them. Powerbilt was a Proline brand. Not just, barely squeaking by Proline brand. It was a juggernaut. So Louisville Slugger with the baseball going on and everything, and their access to all sorts of interesting manufacturing, because they're a huge company. They made some of the best irons and the best drivers. They just absolutely made some top tier Proline equipment. And that's forgotten these days, because now, recently in the last 10 years, you go to a retail store and they have Powerbilt complete sets, just like a retail brand. It's like, it's Powerbilt. Which is sad in my mind, because they made some really great equipment. This, I think, in my mind, I've had an awful lot of vintage irons. This is a great iron. Nothing about this is like, kind of second rate, weird grind angles on things. It's just really, really solid. And they come from decades of history. So to me, this checks all the boxes. Does it excite me? Yes. There's that emotional connection, which is the biggest thing for me when you're talking about vintage clubs. And then it's like, is it beautiful? Yes. Is it effective? Yes. Gonna get the whole set, gonna figure it out and see if this makes, I'm gonna start making course vlogs with some vintage equipment at some point. Life, you know how life is, it gets so busy. So you will see that in the future. But this, I want to be on that series. So we'll see what I can make happen, but love these Powerbilt irons. I want to hear your thoughts and more importantly, your memories with Powerbilt equipment, the ProLine brand, in the comments below. I want to thank all the people on Patreon who support this channel. Thank you so much for your support. Patreon is a place where you can go to support the little guys like this channel. And what we've done here on this channel is create the largest video catalog on YouTube of vintage golf equipment. So thank you to all the people on Patreon who support this channel. Another way you can support this channel is do some shopping. Go visit my Amazon shop. I'll put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. That's how it helps this channel. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe. I am the Vintage Golfer.